Beyond the Gates Spoilers Monday Full, the 17th of August 2026. Welcome back to the channel, besties. Today is an absolutely gorgeous Friday, but the vibe inside our favorite fictional town is anything but sunny. Grab your iced coffees, take a deep breath, and strap in, because we have a massive mountain of drama to unpack today. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing right now. I am literally shaking, I am hyperventilating, and my soul has actually left my body and is currently floating somewhere over the Fairmont Crest city limits. I am filming this while I'm literally running errands. I'm sitting in the Target parking lot with my steering wheel as a desk because I just had to jump on here and vent before I spontaneously combust. If you watched the August 14th episode of Beyond the Gates, you already know why I am physically unwell. I was mid-skincare last night when I watched the screener, and I straight up smeared a charcoal mask all over my white rug because I literally had to yeet my phone across the room. I cannot even process the sheer audacity of these characters. It is giving major I cannot even energy, and we are spilling all the tea right now because I am not okay. Bestie, be for real right now. This show is trying to send me to an early grave with this cinematic mayhem. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step. Let me just catch my breath. Okay, so we need to talk about Danny Dupree because she is officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done with her, but also I am completely obsessed and living for the mess. Did I say that yet? My brain is mush. Moving on, Danny is basically reverting back to a completely problematic, chaotic teenager right before our eyes. Remember that massive Freudian slip she made? The one where she literally called Bill Hamilton her husband in the middle of the hospital? In the present tense? I screamed. I genuinely screamed into my pillow so loud my neighbor probably thought I was being attacked. She called him her husband in front of God, the nurses, and her entire family, temporarily forgetting that she actually has a whole different husband named Andre. Send help. The psychological stakes here are astronomical, and Danny is just out here playing fast and loose with her entire life. So now, because of that completely unhinged slip of the tongue, Danny is being summoned to a literal family tribunal. I am not joking. Vernon, Anita, and Nicole have practically set up a courtroom in their living room to interrogate her. It's giving Salem witch trials, but make it daytime soap opera. They are sitting her down, and they are not holding back. Vernon is furious. Anita is profoundly disappointed. And Nicole? Oh, don't even get me started on the vibes with Nicole. They are grilling Danny, demanding to know what on earth is going on with her marriage to Andre, and how seriously she is considering throwing her entire life away for Bill Hamilton. They are genuinely terrified that she is falling back in love with Bill, or worse, that Bill is manipulating her into falling for him again while he's lying in a hospital bed. And honestly, I get their concern. I really do. Bill has a history of being the absolute worst. Need I remind you that he left Danny for her daughter's best friend, Haley? Haley, who is currently the worst Black Widow copycat in the history of television because she's been slowly poisoning Bill since October 2025, and he's still breathing? Like, girl, pick a struggle. But wait, I'm glitching. Okay, back to the main event. The family is terrified of Bill's hold on Danny. But the sheer hypocrisy of this family tribunal is straight up sending me into orbit. I am literally vibrating with rage on Danny's behalf, even though Danny is a mess. Let's talk about Nicole for a second because I have to go off on a completely random tangent. Bestie, be for real. Nicole is sitting there passing judgment on Danny, looking down her nose like she is the patron saint of good decisions. Have we forgotten the absolute spiral of despair Nicole was in before Kyle Rollins showed up? Nicole was a walking disaster, a complete train wreck, and the family just sat there and watched her fall apart. If Dr. Kyle Rollins hadn't come into her life to save her, Nicole would still be a certified mess. But because she is the good sister, the proper sister, she gets a total free pass for her past behavior. Meanwhile, Danny makes one admittedly massive and deeply concerning slip of the tongue, and suddenly she is public enemy number one. The double standards are genuinely making my eye twitch. I cannot handle the hypocrisy. During this entire interrogation, Danny is trying so hard to put on a brave face. She is trying to be strong, to act like she has everything under control, but we all know she is absolutely crumbling inside. It is going to be so incredibly hard for her to keep her mouth shut and not just word vomit the entire truth to Vernon and Anita. And what is the truth, you ask? Oh, just the tiny little fact that she and Bill had a secret steamy hookup in an elevator during a literal tornado. Did I mention that yet? I feel like I'm talking a million miles a minute, but the tornado elevator hookup is the foundational text of this entire crisis. She is desperately trying to keep that secret buried to protect her marriage to Andre, but the family can smell the guilt on her. They know something is deeply, fundamentally wrong. And then there's the whole situation with Andre attacking Bill. Wait, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but my brain is moving faster than my mouth. Andre literally attacked Bill, and somehow, in the twisted logic of this universe, the family is acting like it's Bill's fault. or Danny is feeling guilty about it. The dynamics are so messy, I literally need a whiteboard and red string to keep track of who is mad at who. Danny is trauma bonded to Bill. She is terrified of losing him to this mysterious illness. Thanks again, Haley, you absolute menace, and she is simultaneously trying to play the perfect wife to Andre. It is a psychological masterpiece of a train wreck, and I am eating up every single second of it. But wait, just when you think Danny is about to completely crack under the pressure of Vernon's stern glares and Anita's disappointed sighs, the universe hands her a massive, unhinged get-out-of-jail-free card. And by the universe, I mean her husband Andre's deeply problematic past coming back to haunt him. I am calling it right now, the villain arc is about to go nuclear. Andre is suddenly distracted because he is being lured into a completely unexpected, highly mysterious meeting with someone from his past. I am literally hyperventilating just thinking about who this could be. Andre has been getting these cryptic stalker texts. He's been running to his uncle Ted Richardson for advice, and now he is sneaking off for a secret rendezvous. My jaw is on the floor. Who is it? The current theory that is keeping me awake at 3 a.m. is that it's a secret child. A literal child he didn't even know existed. Can you imagine? If Andre has a secret kid out there, this entire storyline is going to devolve into a total dumpster fire by the next update, and I am manifesting it with every fiber of my being. Think about it. Danny is sweating bullets over an elevator hookup, and Andre might be out here hiding a whole human being. This is the exact kind of high-octane drama I signed up for. Andre is going to be so wrapped up in this ghost from his past that he won't even have the bandwidth to realize his wife is practically drooling over her ex-husband's hospital bed. The sheer irony of it all is physically painful. I am clutching my chest because I am too unwell to handle the gravity of these events. They are all lying to each other, and it is glorious. Okay, wait. I need to take a sip of my iced coffee because my throat is raw from screaming. Alright, let's pivot. Because the Dupree-Richardson drama isn't even the only thing that has me spiraling today. We urgently, desperately need to talk about Joey Armstrong and his sister Heather. If you thought Danny's family tribunal was intense, the Armstrong sibling rivalry is straight up toxic, radioactive, and completely unhinged. I am genuinely obsessed with Joey right now. He is officially the only person in Fairmont Crest with a functioning brain cell. So, Heather, who might actually be the notorious skewer, let's not forget that terrifying little detail has been getting uncomfortably close to Vanessa McBride. She is acting so sweet, so friendly, and just totally infiltrating Vanessa's life. And Vanessa? Oh my god, Vanessa. I love her, but she is officially on my nerves. Vanessa has the absolute worst judgment of character in the history of the world. She is so naive, it actually hurts my soul. She just wants to see the good in everyone, which is cute in theory, but bestie, you are dealing with a literal sociopath. Like, Vanessa's out here intensely evaluating Deanna's new boyfriend, Noah Rollins, treating him like he's applying for a mortgage, but she completely misses the fact that Heather Armstrong is a walking red flag. Make it make sense. Vanessa refuses to listen to Joey when he tries to warn her about his sister. She just brushes him off like, oh, Joey, you're just being paranoid. Paranoid? Vanessa, the woman is plotting to steal a casino empire. Open your eyes. I literally cannot deal with Vanessa's blind optimism. It is a fatal flaw, and it is going to get her destroyed. Joey has absolutely had it. He is so fed up with his sister's nonsense, and he is not about to let her manipulate Vanessa or, more importantly, take over his territory. Because here is the tea. Heather isn't just trying to be Vanessa's bestie. She has literally planted people inside Joey's organization. She is setting up a coup. She wants his empire, and Joey is not having it. Joey runs a mostly legitimate business now. He has worked so hard to clean up his act and be a legit casino boss, and any association with Heather's shady, dark past would completely ruin him. At the absolute minimum, Heather's presence is a massive liability. At worst, she will completely destroy everything Joey has built. So Joey does what Joey does best. He corners Heather for a massive, high-stakes confrontation. The tension in this scene, you guys. I was sweating. The lighting in the casino office was so dark and moody, it was giving pure cinematic mafia vibes. I literally noticed the way the ice was clinking in Joey's glass, such a weird, tiny detail, but it made the whole scene feel so incredibly tense. I was obsessed with the aesthetic. Joey straight up looks Heather in the eye and tells her to get out of his town. He tells her to pack her bags, leave Vanessa alone, and stay the hell away from his business. He is laying down the law, drawing a massive line in the sand. And does Heather listen? Of course not. She is a menace. She just smirks that terrifying, calculating smirk of hers. She is not going anywhere. She is digging her heels in, and she is ready for war. I am calling it right now. This is the start of a blood feud. Joey and Heather are about to go to war, and the collateral damage is going to be insane. For most of the town, this might just look like a quiet, simmering sibling rivalry, but we know the truth. This is a battle for the soul of Fairmont Crest's underworld. Threats are being thrown around, Boundaries are being crossed, and things are escalating at a speed that my fragile nervous system simply cannot handle. Between Danny getting interrogated like a war criminal by her own parents, Andre sneaking off to meet his mysterious past secret child, I am telling you, and Joey declaring all-out war on his terrifying sister, this episode was a literal fever dream. I feel like I need a 12-hour nap just to recover from the adrenaline. My grip on reality is slipping, besties. This show is my entire personality now, and I am not okay. I am physically vibrating. Wait, I can't stop. I have to keep talking because I just remembered Haley. We cannot talk about Danny's trauma without addressing the absolute cartoon villainy of Haley Hamilton. I am genuinely losing my mind over this woman. She was Danny's daughter's best friend. The Dupree Richardson family literally took her in when her parents died. They fed her, they loved her, and how does she repay them? By stealing Danny's husband. The betrayal is so deep, it's practically Shakespearean. And now, this absolute clown of a woman has been poisoning Bill since October 2025. October 2025. You guys, we are in August 2026. How are you going to be a Black Widow and take 10 months to do the job? She is the most incompetent villain I have ever seen, and the fact that Bill is lying in that hospital bed, completely blind to the fact that his current wife is the one making him sick, is just, I can't. I literally can't. This is why Danny is so messed up. She is sitting in that family tribunal, listening to Vernon yell at her, and all she can think about is how frail Bill looked in that hospital bed. She is terrified of losing him, even after everything he put her through. It is the most toxic, tragic trauma bond I have ever witnessed on television. She knows Bill realizes he made a massive mistake leaving her for Haley. Timon Kyle Durrett, who plays Bill, literally said in an interview that Bill is realizing Danny was his true partner all along. And Danny feels that. She feels that pull. But she also has Andre, the man who stood by her when her world fell apart. The guilt is eating her alive. And Nicole sitting there judging her is just the cherry on top of this miserable Sunday. And let's talk about Vernon and Anita for a second. Vernon is the stern patriarch, right? He is uncompromising, he demands respect, and he is currently looking at Danny like she is a stranger. The disappointment in his eyes is enough to make anyone wither. And Anita? Anita is just exhausted. She is the matriarch who has held this family together through so much scandal, and she just wants peace. But peace is literally not an option in Fairmont Crest. When Danny called Bill her husband, Anita's face. I swear to you, I saw her soul leave her body. It wasn't just a slip of the tongue to them. It was a massive, blaring siren that Danny is not over the man who destroyed their family. Back to Andre for a second, because my brain just buffered again and brought me back to this secret meeting. Remember how Andre has been getting these weird texts? He's been so paranoid, acting all stoic but secretly freaking out. He went to his uncle Ted Richardson for advice. Ted is like the only voice of reason in this entire family, bless his heart. Ted is trying to guide Andre, trying to keep him calm, but Andre's spiraling. He knows his past is about to be exposed. Whatever he did before he became this supportive rock for Danny is about to blow up in his face. If it is a secret child, how old are we talking? Is it a teenager? Is it an adult who's going to show up and demand a piece of the Richardson legacy? The implications are massive. And imagine Danny's reaction. She is currently getting roasted on a spit by her family for having feelings for her ex. And meanwhile, her current husband might be hiding a whole secret family. The hypocrisy, the drama. I am genuinely going to need a ventilator if this happens. I am manifesting this chaos because it is exactly what this show needs right now. Oh, I almost forgot. Joey Armstrong didn't just confront Heather. He also went to the hospital and warned Bill. Yes, Joey, the casino boss, is doing more investigating than the actual police in this town. Joey marched into that hospital and explicitly told Bill that he needs to look into his failing health. Joey knows something is up. Joey can smell a rat, and that rat's name is Haley Hamilton. Joey is basically the MVP of this week's episodes. He is fighting battles on every front. He's warning Bill, he's protecting Vanessa, he's fighting Heather, and he even clashed with Vernon Dupree. Wait, yes, Joey and Vernon had a massive face-off too. Vernon went to Joey demanding answers about something probably related to the casino or Heather's shady dealings, and Joey did not back down. Vernon is used to intimidating everyone, but Joey is a casino boss. He doesn't flinch. The testosterone in that scene was off the charts. It was just two powerful men glaring at each other, refusing to yield. I was living for it. Joey is fiercely protective of his empire, and he is not going to let anyone, not Vernon, not Heather, tear it down. And while all this is happening, we have Kat Richardson running around town, poking the bear. Kat is digging into the disappearance of Lynette Wise, Haley's friend. Kat is literally putting a target on her own back. Haley is already a desperate, enraged woman whose poisoning plot is falling apart, and now Kat is snooping around her dark secrets. Kat, girl, you are in danger. I'm screaming at my screen, telling her to stop, but she won't listen. She is defiant, she is curious, and she is about to get herself into so much trouble. So, let's recap this absolute madness. We have Danny on trial for her heart, terrified her tornado hookup will be exposed. We have Andre sneaking off to meet a ghost, potentially a secret child, while his wife is distracted. We have Joey Armstrong fighting a multi-front war against his sociopathic sister Heather, warning Bill about his impending doom and standing up to Vernon Dupree. We have Vanessa being blissfully, dangerously ignorant. And we have Kat poking a literal Black Widow. I am exhausted. I am physically, emotionally, and spiritually drained. This show demands so much of me, and I give it willingly because I am an absolute trash raccoon for this drama. I am going to go rewatch that Joey and Heather confrontation scene in 0.5x speed just to analyze every single micro expression on their faces. If you need me, I will be in my bed, staring at the ceiling, trying to piece together how all of this is going to explode next week. Because it will explode. Manifesting a total, apocalyptic dumpster fire. Stay unhinged, besties. I love you. Bye.